have a ton of cards, and I love them. Oh, we're going right to the kitchen. My goodness. Hang on. These are the ones I want. Right in there. Oh, okay. Hang on. Okay, so what we've got is the Alice cards and like the kitchen cards. Okay. And what I'm getting is a phrase that's coming through is little girl lost, where are you running to? It's been here at home all along. That's what's coming through as a message to you is little girl lost. Where have you been running to? It's been here at home all along. Something like that. So we're going into the Alice deck first because that's the little girl lost energy. Let's see what's going on for Alexis. All right. Find the lesson is coming through. Okay. So this is coming through as kind of almost like problem or challenge or something vexing you, and this is coming through as remedies. So we'll see what's going on. We've got find the lesson, discover the purpose in the situation, trust that you are learning. Trust that you are learning. This is gorgeous. I'm going to set this down, and I'll try and angle these down, but these are too beautiful for you not to see. The next one out was use your time well. And look. It's almost like this cat here is this very cat down here. And then if you go into strength mode of the tarot, you would see the lion. What's the beast? The beast is all the things that pull you away from your time. And then up here, we've got choices. Feeling blocked and restrained. And this feels like your energy, sometimes full of the blahs, sometimes a little bit of, your give a damn's been a little too busted too long, that kind of thing. Now let's see what's going on. I want to angle this down so we can see, and we're going to see what the remedies come out for this. So I'll angle this down, move these cards so you can see them a little bit better, and I'm going to read them from here. They might look upside down to you, but that's okay. We'll see what's going on. I'm getting go the four directions. This feels like it's all right in the center. If we're going into this in the framework of a Celtic cross, we're going here, 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 here. So that's what we're doing. All right. We've got coriander, parsley, witch hazel, yarrow. We've got immortality, something that goes on and on forever. This procrastination of a thing doesn't serve a thing. This wanting it to go forever, forever in the pie in the sky way does not serve you at all. If everything is full of potential and you never make a decision, then you don't ever get what you want, but you never get hurt either. And this feels like, return to home, make a decision, plant your feet, get rooted, get grounded. Yarrow, expulsion. If something's got to go, if you've got to make a cut, make some choices. If something's got to go, you know these decisions already and it's time to act on it. It's almost like you're getting rid of stuff that doesn't serve, people that don't serve, relationships that don't serve. You're cutting ties that you haven't wanted to cut. Or you're coming to this clear acceptance about where you don't fit, and you know you haven't fit, but you haven't wanted to maybe rock the boat. You're clear about it. I'm not saying you have to go capsize somebody else's boat. I'm saying that clarity is going to be there, and you're not going to be able to get around it. You already know. So if they aren't your tribe, they aren't your tribe. If they don't get you, let's not pretend like they get you. Okay? Death card, parsley. Yeah, this is the end of something. This can be a really healthy thing, even though it's the death card. It does allow for transformation, but you have to, somebody's got to yeet, right? Somebody's got to hit the fucking bricks. And then witch hazel, sensitivity coming forward. You're drawing more and more of this in. Find the lesson. You're drawing more and more of this sensitivity in. It's important for you. Anything else? Return to home, return to the hearth. Start making and conjuring and creating and healing. Fixing that healing elixir is what I'm getting. Whether you're doing tinctures or potion-y shit at all, doesn't matter if you are not willing to stand for what it is that you need to have what it is you need. You can do all the avoidance in the world and it's not going to help you. What's the difference between a tincture of any sort and just an alcoholic stupor? Well, what are you putting in that vodka? You can, I think it's She of the Earth or something like that on YouTube. And she does tinctures, and all the time she'll throw in whatever. She could be throwing in grass or parsley or any of these things, or dandelions or whatever. Whatever she's throwing in there, she'll throw into a jar, add the vodka in till it's full to the top. so it doesn't oxidize. Slam the lid on, set it aside, and she's created a tincture. And she does it that slick, that easy every time. The difference between what's the tincture, which is a whole jar of vodka, and what's not is these little things that you're putting in. Whether you're putting in the yarrow or the parsley or the coriander, what you're putting into the mix, you're bringing it forward. If you're just having the vodka, you're just in a stupor of avoidance and it doesn't serve. You need to create the elixir and the formula for your life, for yourself, and be choosy about what you allow in that vodka brew with you. Be choosy about who you allow in that brew with you. Use your sensitivity well, hun. That's what I've got. That's complete. That's a little bit wacky, but that's what I've got. Okay. All right. So the next one was a year ahead for Julie, I believe. And then we will get to the next one after that, which is Vika. So we will see what's going on with that. So, okay. Whoa. Okay, we're going to go Dream Within a Dream for Julie. I love this little deck. It's super cute. I'm going to angle this down. Sorry, bra strap bugging. And we'll see what's going on. Hang on. It's very Rider Waite-ish. So let me grab this. Dream Within a Dream. We'll throw this over to the side in case we need it later. We've got 2 decks. We'll start with the blue, then we'll hit the purple. So that's where we're going to go to. Okay. So Julie, you're ahead. All right. Hey, guys. Why do I love this deck so much? Oh, I don't know, but I just do. All right. We have the Queen of Coins and the Empress. Wow. Holy smokes. You are in for a powerful year. You're going to learn lessons of worth and how you rule and reign in your own realm. These are huge, 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 huge cards for you right now, Julie. This is big. Big, big, big. All right, let's see what's going on. We're going to go around the clock. We're starting in November for you. The temperature is coming up to a boil, coming up to a boil. It's like simmer, simmer, simmer. It feels like somebody's cooking with peppermint oil, and the peppermint oil is so strong that it's like making it so you cough, making so your eyes are kind of odd. It's like you got the water on to boil. I don't know what this is about, but there's peppermint scent, and it's steamy, steamy, steamy. I don't know what you're doing if somebody's getting a cold in November, or if you need to expel something and do like a steaming cleanse, but that's what's coming through. I have no idea what that's about. I haven't even laid a single card, but that's coming through. So be aware. All right, so here we go. November, Julie. Let's see what's rocking and rolling. November, December, January. Hang on, I want you to be able to see this. See if I can scooch this. This is kind of, okay, I think you got it. November, December, January. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Let's see what's going on. This is a purple deck. We'll set it down. Okay, November. We have the 4 of Cups, a refusal to see something. Somebody is really bugging the throat chakra. This is you not speaking your truth. You need to speak your truth. I have a friend that gets sick in a lot of winters because she has things bottled up and gets overwhelmed by the winter and ends up getting sick or a sore throat. This is like something that must come out. Peppermint tea might be super, super soothing for you, super helpful for you. I'm still getting that steaming water, the boiling stuff with peppermint oil in it. Maybe just do peppermint tea and not the peppermint oil so it's not excessive for you. But it might help clear things up. I don't know what this is about. But this 4 of Cups, you're refusing to speak the truth that needs spoken. Now December. We have this beautiful, beautiful 6 of Coins. Hopefully you can see that. 6 of Coins is the universe trying to gift you something. To give you something to make it fair, to bring their balance back to the scales. It's not just the art of giving and receiving, it's also the joy of giving and receiving. It's knowing how to do so, knowing what is a good blessing and knowing what is a gift. This is something you're learning with your Queen of Coins energy in the center here. Yeah, you're learning how to disperse, distribute, and also how to receive. Sometimes it's easier to give than to receive, but you need to learn how to receive as well in December. It's a beautiful time. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help. There's nothing wrong with asking for what you need, but it's a beautiful, receptive time for you. This Empress energy is one of receptivity, and it kicks off the new year really, really well. So if you speak your truth in November, in December, you're ready to receive, okay? January, Feels like the Ten of Swords. This feels difficult. Things that are painful that you need to let go of and move on. Often we see the swords in the back, but this one just feels like she's falling, like free falling and toppling over into the swords. It's really a beautiful way to illustrate this card. I love this deck. Let's see what else is going on here. We're going to go into the blues now. The blues are the ones in the center, but let's see if there's anything else between these 3 months that's bridging and arcing over all of them. Let's see. Choices, decisions, and at the crossways, at the crossroads in the path. This is like a stalemate energy that you might be feeling at, like you're currently feeling or in November, but a choice will need to be made, and you're going to need to make it, and it's coming from an emotional point. When you have the blindfold on and the two swords like this, you think one is as good as the other, but you're not really looking. You got to take the blindfold off and really, really look at what's going on. This is going to be happening where you're going to be starting to feel this energy. What is it that needs to change? You're going to be feeling that in November. Speaking the truth, right? Spewing up the truth, acknowledging the way of a situation, acknowledging what that situation is. And then in January, having to move forward beyond the pain of whatever that is. So February comes in. Ooh! February, we've got the universe. How beautiful is that? This is their version of world, the world card. Something completes. The chapter is over. Now, the difference between this and death, death is the end of something and something new transforms. This is completion and advancement. It's like the whole cycle has completed. In February, the whole cycle completes and you're moving forward towards something new. Then, March, look at this. This is why I like to do double decks, guys. This is why. This is why. Same card. The coloration's a little bit different on this one, but you guys get it. Same card. This emotional choice, you have to make another choice again. These are going to be important. You're getting almost like premonition, intuition about this. This is going to feel a little bit like deja vu coming through in March. So something that you don't want to make the choice about. Something that you think is, maybe I'll just sit here and hold these for a while. Fuck no. Do not do that. No, 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 no. No, don't do that. You're going to have to set that down. You're going to have to take the blindfold off. And in order to take the blindfold off, you need to at least set one of the swords down. Yeah, you're going to have to set one down and maybe two. You might be getting two new swords entirely. That's what's going on in March. Then April, 10 of Cups. Love seeing this. Love this. This is happy, happy, happy. 10 of Cups. Now, this is similar to the 2, but look how many cups are being showered and overflowing and full. Typically, we see this and we see the house in the background. We see the rainbow. We see all this domestic bliss going on. It's the happy ever after +1. This is like a recalibration and a rebalance of a relationship or what you need to have in the relationship. It's where standing your ground really, really pays, Julie. That's really important for you. Yeah, this is what we've got. That's January, February, March. This is April. May, we see the Queen of Swords. She suffers no fools, puts up with no bullshit. She cuts what needs to be cut. She's fair. She sometimes gets perceived as a bitch because she's always, 90% of the time. Nobody's always right. But she's 97% of the time right. But sometimes people think she's cold. You could be a little bit more diplomatic, but sometimes the bluntness and the brutal truth is the brutal truth. It's what it needs to be. This feels like May. The truth needs to be held, maintained, and cut the crap. If more stuff is coming up that doesn't serve, you need to call it out. You don't need to be adversarial, but you need to be fair. You need to be just. You need to keep the reign and the rule of your kingdom. You need to have this truth that comes through in a big, big way for you. That's important for you. All right. Yeah, what else on this? May. Oh, King of Coins. This is the one that backs the play. This is the one that says, okay, I'll support whatever it is and invests over time, long, long time, right? Takes his time. This is somebody that's loyal, loyal, loyal. And this sometimes represents actual people because it's one of the court cards. This feels like a man energy, male energy, really, really strong. Now we know they can represent either gender, but this is the divine masculine type of energy coming through. The loyal, loyal coming through. The supportive for who? Oh, supportive for the Queen of Pentacles. Super, super well suited. Why? Because he knows to honor the Empress. He knows the Empress will need what she needs and be very clear about it, and then he's going to get it. If you put this in terms of the Empress and pregnancy and motherhood, this is the one that wants, I don't know, maybe this one wants salmon at 3 a.m. And the husband is like, okay, I'll go find that salmon, even though I have to fish it out of the river myself. That's that king. All right. That's what we got in May. In June, we've got the 8 coins coming through. This is a lot of work. I'm sorry, this is 4 of coins. Why do we want the 8? We have to investigate. 1 second. It feels like something needs to double here. What is this up? There's going to be choices. Again with the choices, again with the partnering, again with the planning. The world in the hand, and then what's on the horizon. What are you going to do? It feels like you're getting 8 of these. I don't care if it says 4. I'm telling you it's 8. It's like half now, half later, and this is June. You're going to need to make a plan where you recoup something, where you gain something, and there's going to be a significant milestone that's the halfway mark. This would be the halfway mark of the year, but it feels like this 4 should really be 8. Feels like a pivot needs to be in here also, where you're looking towards something else. So it's not just looking at the world in the hand. It's not just looking at what's going on here. It's looking about who you're investing your time, your resources, and your energy with. Again, reevaluate what you're doing with your time. Huge important. This is June. Something feels like the old school shell games going on here with this card. Let me see if I can. It feels like the old school shell games. And if you guess the right shell, then you get the prize. But there's usually not anything under these shells because the people that run the shell game know how to run the con, right? This is why you pivot. This is why you shift gears, because you know the prize isn't sitting in your hand right now, that you're going to have to do something different. That you're going to have to come down from wherever it is safe space or comfort zone, and do something else. Do something a little bit differently. That's what's June. July, ooh, love it. July, all right. July is the strength card now. Look at this. Now, this is the Leo energy. It's coming in a little bit early. This is powerhouse energy coming in. The strength card and the Lady and the Lion, following the gentle nudge. This is huge, huge for you. When you get the strength card and it's about the gentle nudge, it's not my favorite card, frankly. It's really, really not. The strength card usually means, oh, you're going to get a lesson to be stronger, but you've been getting this all year long. Sometimes we get this lesson and we get stronger and we don't even realize it. It's like we're doing, you know, when bodybuilders are doing multiple sets of reps, and maybe they're lifting, I don't know, 20 pounds or whatever they're lifting. They're stupid weights. They're lifting. They set it down. They're still building muscle. They're still building strength. They're still doing the things. The repeated exercises of certain muscle adds to the strength, and we don't know it. We don't have to be carrying that heavy, heavy burden all the time to know we're strong. This feels like a lesson in strength that you realize you've acquired over a period of time, and it's going to be a test of that strength, but it's not going to be something that crushes you. It doesn't feel like, ugh. It feels like very much like it's a gentle reminder of how far you've come. Like you've come a long way, baby. That's what's coming through. Then we have the Emperor. Ooh, hot damn. We have the Emperor. We have the Emperor and the Empress coming in together. We've got 2 on the Empress here, but I'm telling you it's to do with this one. And this is Emperor energy. You've got 2 Empresses, but I'm telling you it's Emperor. Yeah, something about this guy coming in May, and then we're over to August where this repeats. So this energy being honored, like I told you before, is coming in. I want a little bit of clarification on that. That feels exactly like the Emperor. Now, you guys may have heard and people say, and I totally believe, that the divine feminine is coming forward in a big, big way, and the divine masculine is rising up to meet it. Not the toxic masculinity. The Emperor sometimes can be seen as rigid, rule-making, toxic, structure, order out of chaos, crankiness. The Empress is like, this is what we need to do. This is how we're going to go. I need the damn salmon. You need to go find it. This guy is the one that's like, it's 3 a.m., but I'll get out of bed. I'll go fish that salmon out of the stream, right? Let me show that right side up. That might help. That's what's going on. What else about this? Ooh. Now, we've got Sneaky Pete the Thief coming in here. This is the cover your ass card. This is the one where the thief enters in, but he lives to fight another day. And this is also the card, Stephanie calls it the Robin Hood card. It's the one that leaves the battle on the battlefield and takes some of the swords with him. Not all of the swords, but some of the swords. So he travels lighter. He travels more lightly. And he's leaving the unimportant battle behind. There's a wisdom gained here, a receptivity in the knowing gained here. There's something that the priority has shifted by August. It's like what used to maybe be worth fighting for, what used to maybe get somebody real riled or whatever. It's like, fuck it, they're not going to deal with that anymore. They don't have to fight that stupid fight anymore. Ego battles will be set down. Battles of the egos, or who's right or who's wrong. Nobody's going to give a rip in August. You're going to just want to heal, come together, and do what needs done in the way that best serves the whole. I love this. Okay, September. We are singing the King of Swords. This is planning for the next 3 months. So this is planning for September, October, and November of 2025. And then here, now this deck, not every deck has this. This deck has it. October is daunting. It's got the Nightmare. And of course, we're going to have to investigate that. Of course, we have to investigate. We've got this hooded man. It's not so much like the hooded man of the Hermit, but it's similar in the way that he's a little bit cloaked, a little bit scary, traveling a road that he doesn't know, traveling the unknown path, but he doesn't seem to have a very strong lantern. He doesn't at all. And this is why something is scary, daunting, and new coming up. Let's take a look at this, because I can't just leave it there, even if that is the year. There's no way I can leave it there. So this is good. What is scaring the shit out of you that you're going to have to leap into? Because that's what it is. It's like, oh no, do I dare? Do I dare? No, I don't want to do that. That is just, no, I don't dare. I don't dare. Yes, you do. So what is this about? We've got the King of Swords really, really preparing. We had the Thief that's really, really planning, strategic and stealthy, right? This one, strategic and taking long-term, like in the term of 3 months type of action, like master chess players. You've moved on from the checkers to the chess game, and now it's like, okay, do I dare do it? Can I think 3 moves ahead? Yes, I can. That's what's going on. All right. I'd be scared too. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just tickled pink. You get the Lovers and you get the Wheel of Fortune. So something about the choices that you've made in romantic relationships or in the realm of relationships and the desires of the heart, you've made a really, really beautiful choice. This is what your heart truly desires and you want to go forward with it. And the Wheel of Fortune kicks in. Yes, the time is here. Look at this. The threads of fate, the web of fate has been woven for you. You can't not go into it. You will go forward. You'll have to go forward. And yes, it'll be scary, scary, scary. Yes, it'll be the nightmare. It's like, I don't know. Yes, 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 yes. And when you see the Wheel of Fortune come up, and I get tickled pink by the Wheel of Fortune. Why? Because the Wheel of Fortune favors the bold. This is where Lady Luck is shining on you, where it's smiling on you, even though it's scary as hell. I love this for you. Anything else she needs to know? Maintain your Empress energy throughout the year. Know your value, know your worth, but maintain this Empress energy. If you need the salmon at 3 a.m., you tell somebody, get me the fucking salmon. If you need something else, if you need peace and quiet, I need peace and quiet, get the hell out of here. Whatever it is you need to honor what it is you need all the way through, all the way through, all the way through. That's what I've got. That's beautiful completion. I didn't know, like, the nightmare is like, but to see those is like, yes, makes me so happy. You're doing things right all along the way. Probably the most difficult month for you will be January, February are going to be the challenging ones. The winter is going to feel a little bit long. It might feel like, how do I move forward from this? Just know what's coming down the pike is so, so good and beautiful. And let the painful things fall. Let them be done. Let them be finished. Move on from that. Okay, that's complete. I'm going to close these cards and get your peppermint tea. If you need to have peppermint tea, get it. Yeah, speak your truth, honor your truth. The little truth that you speak, the more you stand for yourself in your truth. The little one you speak here, and then you stand for yourself in another. It might be a no to going to do something for somebody else. It might be a, yes, I get to do something that takes care of myself, whether it's go get my hair done or get my nails done. Or yes, I get to spend a little extra on myself this time, and this is important. Or no, I'm not going in debt over the holiday season and all this Thanksgiving stuff. Yes, I'm going to do things a little bit more simply. Whatever it is, you're doing this for you, honey. You are so welcome, Julie. So, so, so welcome. I'm just tickled for you. I love seeing this. And this is the Dream Within a Dream Tarot. I love it. That one, I probably would love to have a third of that. It's just a gorgeous little deck. All right. I'm going to get some water, and then we'll look at Vika's. And I hope I'm saying that right. I'm saying it Vika. I think that that's correct. If it's not correct, then let me know, and I'll try and get it correct. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Okay. All right. So, Vika, for the year ahead for you, I want to go into, I think, the Hanson Roberts. It's one of my favorites. This isn't an oldie but a goodie. I'll show you guys. This is some older decks that I have right here in my little box. labeled them old friends because I love these ones and they're quite old. They've been around the block for a while before tarot became so cuckoo fabulous on TikTok and YouTube. These ones were around for a long time. So Hanson Roberts is a great one. And I've got this little tiny one. I'll put it, well, I don't think you guys will see it so well. I'll put it as clarifiers. And then this one I trimmed the border off, and this one is the same size. We're going to use these because I think you'll see them. They're kind of smallish. All right. Vika. 2 in the center. Oh, let me aim this down for Vika so you can see. All right. And you'll see me manhandle the camera, but let's see what's going on for you, sweetie. All right. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Now, you're not going to get as much clarity this year. You are planner. Okay. Put that there, put that there. We have the King of Swords that makes usually the long-term plan, and often is a 3-month plan, but this is the one that's master of the strategies, master of the chessboard, not the checkers. Making a plan, seeing it develop, and then adjusting again, making a plan, seeing it develop, and adjust again. It's not going to be spelt out completely for you. You're going to need to follow your intuition on this. This is balancing and walking through the gates of fear. This is where you're following intuition more than illumination. What's the difference between following intuition or following illumination? Something might be spelled out black and white and spotlight on something in real life. And it's like, of course, it's obviously there. Intuition, that ain't it. That's illumination. Spotlight on it, big, big, big. Intuition, I think it might be there. I'm pretty sure I need to go that direction. Yeah, for some reason, I don't want to do this thing. I want to go on this other path, this other choice, this other career path, journey, whatever it is. That's intuition, that kind of gentle, yeah, I think I already know how to do this. I think I know, something in me is telling me that there's a knowing on this. Following the intuition, even if you don't have the spotlight shown on it to give you the proof that that's the way to go. Difference in lights. Spotlight, sun, huge, huge, huge. That's illumination. Intuition, headlights on your car on a dark road that's not very well lit, but you can see just a little ahead. Okay? All right. So now, here we have Ace of Rods. Do I have a reading to look into spiritual gifts or should what I should work on? We'll see if it comes up in the year. We don't generally ask the question in the year. We'll see what's going on in this. If you want me to change what I'm doing, I can change it, but I'm in the flow and I can tell you if you'll get gifts. And I'm telling you already, you're supposed to be paying attention to your intuition. And there is a new gift coming through with the wand. Now, this could be work, family, career, but it's new opportunity to follow inspiration. Inspiration and intuition, also different. I guess it's the day of the eye work. For you, we talked about illumination. Inspiration is that hot idea, that fiery idea. That, okay, I'm going to write this down and I'll come back to it later idea. This inspiration, oh, I need to stop by so-and-so's house. That could be a combination of inspiration and intuition. They're a little bit different. Inspiration sometimes is a little bit more cerebral and more thinky. Intuition is more gut, okay? All right, now let's see what's going on. We're going to start in November for you. These will be noisy on the shuffle, sorry. These cards, because I took the borders off, are noisy. They just always tend to crackle. Let's do 2 more. Okay, November. Oops, let me flip this down. November, the Chariot. December, January, November, December, January. I like to park them that way. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Now let's see what's going on. Okay, hopefully you can see these pretty good. I'm going to try and bring them in tight. Look at this. I'm bringing them in tight and I'm creating this like a sun circle around you. There is a period of divine protection around you right now. The sun circle around you is to remind you that there is protection around you. There's light and illumination around you, behind you, even though you don't see it. Like the angels, the spirit guides, that's all with you all the time. We all know this, or many of us believe this, but we kind of tend to forget in our daily realm. It's like, how do I do this? And we get kind of hung up on things. The moon energy is saying, trust your intuition, trust your intuition, trust your intuition. The sun energy all around it is saying, hey, we've got you, we've got you. Now the Chariot is here showing a balance of light and dark. And the Chariot's an interesting one. The Chariot is like you hop in the driver's seat, you're ready to go, but these damn horses, and in this case, they've got the Sphinx, you've got opposite views. They're not on the same page at all. At all. They're like, phew, And you're like, whoa, come on, back in here, back in here. You got to get it balanced before you can go forward. And this one is shown, and it shows it kind of good, but it's showing the sky here. This, you can probably see the sky, the stars, the illumination here. This is like the spiritual realm. And in my way of thinking, and this is Angie Land, I don't know what other tarot books will say on this, but there's a lot of spirituality behind that. And it's usually overhead and behind, as if it's a veil, as if you've come forward from the veil and your spiritual gifts are already behind you. In fact, I wrote that. How did I write that? I wrote that the other day. You can see I've written Chariot right here. Like, this is me writing and working on a tarot book. And of course it's right here. Let's see where it's at. Yeah, it's getting the balance before you say yaw on the horses, but I'm trying to see. There it is. Spiritual gifts at the veil at the back of the chariot leads to the interesting thoughts on our spiritual gift behind us, perhaps already built into our vehicle, already pre-wired in when we decide to take the reins and get moving in whichever direction that we want to pursue. The gifts, plural, are already there, as if waiting for the wind or the knowledge to rush through us. This is what I was writing about this. It totally applies in your case. So the spiritual gifts that are coming through, there's not just one. There's going to be more than one. It's already wired in. It's something that you would have wanted to work on before you even got down to earth, and you would have said to your guardian angel, Ted, angel squad, spirit guides, call them what you will. You would have said, yeah, I'd like to practice this. Yeah, I'd like to know that. This is something that you're already doing that you don't know, but it's very much that you're already linked into it. Now, December. Here comes this. And this is where we're mourning over a loss of something, and we don't see the 2 cups here. It doesn't mean you don't mourn over the loss. It doesn't mean you don't grieve what needs grieved. It does mean eventually you have to move on and move forward and handle what needs handled. And there's a perfect energy waiting for you. The 2 of Cups, the perfect pair, the perfect opportunity. The 3, all is not lost. And in some of these decks, and in some of what we see now, this one you can't really tell. This one, the 2 cups are up here. But in some decks, you'll see the spilled wine on the ground and water remains in the cups here. Because the wine, you don't have to have for survival. The water, you kind of do. The water is cleansing, clearing, refreshing, life-giving, right? This is what this is about. So December, if you're in mourning about something or something this year, say this year just did not go how you thought. It's been kind of a screwball year for you. Have your time where you mourn what went wrong or what you didn't love. But don't wallow in it. It's time to move forward. Look at January. Big, huge cup coming in. Now, this is an ace, and here's this ace. You've got fire and water going on. This is telling you will be learning temperance. You will be learning balance in one way or the other. Let's look at a clarifier on here. We're going to look at the clarifier. I'm putting the bordered cards out for November, December, January. Let's get a clarifier. What ties those across? Queen of Rods. The one that is approachable, the one that is confident, the one that knows her game really, really well. She knows what she needs to do, and she's not afraid to get it handled and get it done. Not afraid at all. She's ready to do it and move forward. She will let people approach her, and she is the one that when she's ready, she is the party. When she shows up, everybody's head turns. This is what's coming through. Be confident in what you're doing. In February, you're carrying a heavy load, but you're almost to the finish line. This one's beautiful, and I love that it shows the older gentleman carrying this load. I love it. The older gentleman carrying this burden, he's almost home. He's tired. He probably can carry it smarter. He could probably even set it down there and drop what he needs to drop when he needs to and send others to do the task. But there's a level of commitment that comes through here. A level of commitment that he's been at this a while and something is pretty much completed and done. And now it's time to return to home. That's what's coming through February. March. Got the Page of Swords coming through. Now, this is the one that witnesses things. Here's the whistle on the wind. Sees things. Observes them. Kind of stealthy. Kind of like the spy in camp, right? But this one has witnessed it, but it needs to communicate more clearly. This one is the one that wants to be the Knight of Swords, but can't really ride as fast and as far. This feels like messaging coming in. It doesn't even feel like personal coming in. It feels like March of messages coming through. I want to clarify on this. We're going to take a look at this. What's the message of truth that's coming through? That's just me. I need to know that it's the cards and not it's just my fingernails creating a problem in the shuffle. So let's see what's going on. There we go. This is what we want right here. Oh, ho! The message of the Emperor coming in. Now, the Emperor is the masculine. When the Emperor is doing his right thing, he is ruling with compassion and concern, but it's not outwardly seen as much. He just knows what he needs to do, and he's stubborn and structured and rigid about rules and knows it's the right thing to do, and is looking out for the whole kingdom, looking to take care of those within his realm, doing it very godly. And in this one, you see he's got a hold of the Ankh. The divine feminine is with him. The world is with him. It's not just shown as the royal scepter here. It's shown as the Ankh. He's very much working with the feminine energy here. This is something where the message is going to come through, how you work with truth, how you work with this energy going forward, how it creates more balance. Now you've got this Temperance card coming in here, and this is right across from the Chariot. Let me show you. Here. Emperor here, Temperance here, Chariot here. Right here. This is about balance, balance, balance for you. It's all year. It's about balancing. Balancing how you move through the gates of fear, how you balance your intuition with your inspiration, how you balance all of this knowing with intuition. Your gut's going to tell you to do a thing, and you need to listen to it. You need to listen to your higher self above everything this year. It will really, really help. You might have logic get in your way, and logic will say, do this, do this, do this. But your intuition will tell you, no, wait, pause, slow. Honor your intuition. This isn't emotion. This is your intuition trying to guide you. Honor that. Ask for your guides to help you. Ask for them to give you blatant and clear signs, because they will. They will give you cuckoo signs sometimes. And it's going to be happening through most of the year for you. You're seeing Temperance here, this very, very balanced energy. And that is in April. In May, you've got the star energy coming through. Let me make sure. Oh, she's covered. Star energy is about healing, second chances, and hope. Now, behind you, you had all of these stars coming through strongly, and we kind of focused on them. This is when you have the star that's hope, dream, and following your true north. This is what you're learning to do. In May, the true north has realigned for you. It's like the skies and the way you see the world, the way you see perspective has shifted. Moving forward. You're Libra, you got the balance energy. You betcha you do. I think I've got 5 Libra placements in my chart. It's just crazy. Yeah, honor this. And don't be afraid to dream again. You may have this logic where you're reevaluating what you're holding, how you're moving, how you're moving, how you're moving. That's okay. Sometimes we think if we've reevaluated and changed our mind, we fucked up or we did something wrong. No, we just have more information than we had before. It's okay to adapt things, to adjust things, to move forward. This is what you're doing in June. 10 of Cups. This is the happy ever after +1. Now, this is the one we saw in the other one where the cups were just kind of falling when we saw the couple. This is showing family, home front, the domestic life bringing lots of bliss, lots of time where you're really savoring things in the summer. This is the month of June, and it's a time to savor all the good energy, all the good emotional flow, all the happiness that you can handle is going to be there in June. July, we've got the Justice card. There's something karmic, something truth, and something rebalanced here. What's going on with that? I want clarifiers on this. It feels like something about the message that you got before in March and in July. There's something about the document, the message, the words, whatever it is, that's getting officialized. I don't know what that's about. Something that is paperwork getting official in July. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Ha! Look. Breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough. Something becomes clear. Now, we've been talking about the sun and the moon all along here. This is the karmic time where the sun is coming. More information, a renewed spirit, super amount of joy, happy energy coming through here. A return to this joyful, fresh, and new beginning type energy coming through. I love that for you. I love seeing that. That's huge. That's huge right there. Then we have the 6 of Cups in August. Now, this is the card of nostalgia. The sweetness and friendship and harmony that comes from friends. Sharing with each other where you trade your favorite rock for their favorite candy bar. Trades that are equal. Trades that are fair. 2 of Cups, an equal trade, bringing equal to the table here, right? That you couldn't see in December. It's here in August, where you bring something, they bring something. The trade is good. It's fair. Sometimes this is rose-colored glasses. You don't have to worry about that too much because you got this bastard on your side saying, hey, be practical. Look at this. Look at this. And you've got this one. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. So the way you think through a situation, you might feel a shade of rose-colored glasses, but it's not going to last long for you. It's not in your nature. You're weighing options. You're doing the very Libra thing. You're weighing things in the scales. You're doing it. And in next August, You have this nostalgic friendship, happy, joyful energy that's coming through with the start of something new. And you're going to weigh it. Your mind is already going to know it, and you're going to go for it. Whatever this is, whatever this feels like an opportunity is presenting. Here we have September with the Mage coming in. Now, this is the Lemniscate. The sign that comes in the Strength card also comes in the Two of Coins. It's a balancing. We see it in the Temperance card, this Lemniscate, right? Sometimes we see it there, and this is very much the balancing, depending which deck you're in. But basically, you're doing this. You're figuring out how to flow, how to balance, how to juggle things till they pretty much even. And they won't stay exactly even. Nothing in life stays exactly even. There's always action and reaction, right? There's always response to whatever is caused, right? But there is more balance that comes through. This is what the Magician has mastered and learned. This is when magic of manifesting is coming forward for you. This is September. Now let's look at October. Page of Cups. Oh, what a surprise. He doesn't even know what to do with it. This one's really great. I love this Page of Cups. Hopefully you can see him. I'm going to show him like this. So he's got the water. He goes into the water to get something to drink, and he comes up with this stinky fish in there. You get this stinky fish tea. It's like, what do I do with this fucking thing? I wasn't going fishing. I didn't know I needed this fish. Yeah, you were. You're getting something more substantial than you even expect. Now it's time to get creative. What else do you need to know? What's going through September, October, and in the very heart of this? That's what we want to see. So September and October and into the heart of it. Let's see. Okay, there we go. The Queen of Cups is there. She's the one that's the most intuitive of the queens. She's the one that's been hidden all along. You've got the Queen of Wands that's fiery, brash with this Ace of Wands here. You got the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups here. It's like this Queen of Cups underneath the surface, underneath it all, has been there guiding all along, helping all along. With the logic is this compassionate queen. This particular queen. She looks at the lessons of love lost, of things that have happened in the past, of loss. She knows. She reflects on it, but she doesn't wallow, and she dreams again, like the dreaming card over here. All through this year, you're going to be ready to create new dreams, to hope again, to do something new again. You're ready for this, but you're going to be doing logic, using, what is it I need to do to complete something? How do I stay balanced? How do I stay balanced? How do I complete all of this? The general advice from me would be lean into what you know, but don't ignore your intuition. And that's why it's going to be a little bit chaotic for you as far as the moon, because what you know and your intuition aren't always going to agree. What you might logically know isn't going to line up with your intuition every single time. And it's going to be a little bit like, that doesn't make sense. Follow the nudge. Follow your own highest intuition. Always, because that's what's going to lead you right. Not emotion, not illusion. Your intuition, your higher self, follow that nudge. It's important for you. And the Queen of Cups is coming through, and this is also coming through as a little bit of that. Remember how I mentioned the sun all around you? It feels like there's spirit guide around you. Yeah, probably angelic realm spirit guide is what I'm getting coming through. This would be kind of a version of your Lucy. Like I have Lucy as one of my spirit guides. This will be a version of her. A little bit more delicate is what I'm getting. Anything else? She will come through with a well-earned, this is coming through strongly, the armband on here. She got the armband of a warrior that's fought the fight and is strong already, knows what she's doing, knows how she's doing. She'll come through with an armband here. So this might be like a marking on her arm, or something that is about her arm that you will notice when you see her. This is somebody you will see. This is probably, you'll see her on the astral first. In the dream space is what I'm getting, just because this is coming so close to here. But that's what I'm getting. This is wild, but that's what's come through for you. That's complete. All right. Who's Lucy? Lucy is one of my spirit guides. I work with 4 spirit guides whenever I'm doing tarot. And she's one of my spirit guides. She was the first one that made herself known to me. So think of it like guardian angel type of energy. That's what I'm getting for you. So for you, there's a specific guardian angel that wants to be working with you in this year. Follow your intuition. And look, there will be something near her arm, right here near her arm, that will be something that you would recognize. And you might see an image in a picture. You might see the image on the astral when you're dreaming. You're going to see something like this. And she's going to present, and I don't know when and where in the year that you'll start working with this guardian angel or start seeing her. But I don't doubt it one bit. You'll be seeing her. Yeah. Lucy is pretty amazing. She's very, very regal, very, she's not feisty and pissy. She's very, stately and beautiful and gentle. That type of energy coming through. That's what Lucy is like when I see Lucy. Now, your version of Lucy doesn't have to look exactly like mine. It's just the easiest comparison I can give you. Because some of my other guides are a little bit different. So that's what I got. I'm going to get some water. And I see Jack has a mini, so we'll see that in just a minute. So just 1 second, Jacqueline. You are welcome, Vika. You are welcome. A mini? Okay. Let me see. Jack, I'm trying to see. Did you have a question? I'm not seeing a question there. So I'm seeing the payment. That's just cool. That's fine. That's great. But if you have a specific question, give me the question, then we'll take a look. Okay. What next steps do my guides want you to take on your business? Okay, Jack, let's take a look. Really? Okay. Jack, we're going into kind of a modern deck for you. So I know you know your tarot too. So Jacqueline has been in a lot. Guys, go follow her. Go follow her. Okay. This is the Neoteric Woman. Let's see what's going on for you, sweetie. You're doing something really, really well. It needs to be acknowledged right off the top. You're doing something a little bit differently, and it feels like you've been doing it differently in the last couple of weeks, and it's a nod to that. A nod to that is what I'm getting. You're doing it really, really well. Okay. I'm getting that you are... This is meant as a compliment, so take this as a compliment. You are more approachable than you have been in the past. Something about your energy is more inviting, more receptive, and more approachable than how it's been in the past. Left in the purple and gold. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, the purple is I had to take the gilding off of this. Purple is like definitely huge, huge, huge. You probably could handle some more amethyst around you. All right. All right, let's see what's going on. What does she need to know for her business? You're focused and on purpose so much more. Yeah. Okay. All right, now let me see how you phrased your question. I want to ask it one more time exactly how you phrased it. What next steps do my guides want me to take on my business? I want boom, boom, boom. So we're going to start at the top. We're going to do 3 cards as the steps. Then we're going to do pillars down and see what's coming up. So these will be the 3 cards as the next step. I'll go into the other deck as the pillars down as the advice on how to do it, okay? So that's what we're going to do. Okay, let's scroll this up now. Hang on. Oh, these messages and my nails sometimes don't agree. You have a huge black amethyst in your office? Yeah. Makes sense to me. All right. You trust me. All right, let's see what's going on. Next step number 1. We're getting Knight of Swords. You're doing great on this one. Next step number 2. 6 of Cups. Ace of Wands. Okay, so this is what we're getting as the next steps. Now, we're going to go one at a time. This is the layer you have, and this feels very instructional, like in the order and the sequence that you would do it in. Keep charging forward with the truth and integrity, how you're doing. Keep the momentum rolling. Keep going, pursuing the truth, and doing it in a way that you are able to keep your center of balance. Important on this. Okay, now, this is interesting. We're seeing here the Knight of Swords. We're seeing the Sun card where there is revelation on this. Both of these are going at a speed with a vehicle that really is serving and working for them. Death of something else, ending of something else, the transformation. Continue to let go whatever that was. And this one feels like Sneaky Pete. This is like, usually I say cover your ass, be stealthy, Sneaky Pete, Robin Hood, whatever. This feels like somebody in the past that took something that they shouldn't have taken from you. Let that fucking go. That's what it feels like. In order to stay in your own integrity and move forward, keep the sun on what you're doing, keep the speed and the haste of what you're doing. The transformation's already happened, and keep moving forward. Keep the momentum going. Stay in integrity with yourself. Don't be thrown off of balance by something from the past. We're going to even fold these. I want to see what else is coming up in this. Knight of Pentacles. This is, I call it the man on the mission. This is the mercenary. This is the one that is doing whatever is at the behest of the queen, right? This is important. This is you doing it slow, perhaps at sometimes, but keep the momentum going. Just because it might be going a little bit slower than what you thought, this phone, just because it might be going a little slower than what you thought doesn't mean it's the wrong pace. Stop doing the things the way others do it. Yeah, you do it what is authentic to you, and you're going to do just fine. And keep doing what is authentic to you, because you will make adjustments accordingly. You will adjust what it is that you need to, that feels right to you, and the flow is so much easier for you. You'll need to stop and reevaluate and look, but you're carrying something. You're prepared, more than well enough prepared for this. Yeah, this one has 3 canteens to cross the desert. If something feels a little heavy, you can set it down for a while. You can come back and get it later, right? Okay. All right. Next one up, 6 of Cups. Let's see what's going on with this. Rhythm, cadence, rhythm, cadence, rhythm, cadence. No need to go balls to the wall on something, okay? No need to be 90 miles an hour. There needs to be a balance. Mind the tight curves. What are we getting? You know, when somebody's like, they had that insurance commercial a little while ago. Somebody was coming in hot and they were replicating the Dirty Dancing scene where she comes in hot. Yeah, no need to take the curves quite so hot. So slowing it down is actually good for you. You don't need to have collisions along the way. No need to come in excessively hot. Go in at a pace that's right for you. Don't get thrown. Don't get thrown at all. Oh, it's making me do the puzzle piece. So hang on, guys. 1 second and we'll keep going. Okay, so the 6 of Cups, something about friendship. I want to make sure that these two are, yeah, they're there. Okay. Something about friendship and nostalgia and the way it was. But this is asking, and this isn't looking back to whatever this death was about. This is asking you to look back to your childhood, look back to the way you did things as a child, when you were in your happy moments, when you were receiving information, knowledge, and gifts. Like if you had a favorite teacher, right? This is showing, and this is usually shown with 2 children, but this is showing a grown person giving a gift to the child. This is something where you're receiving information from somebody that maybe was a teacher back in the day, but it was a fun way to receive it, a fun way to learn. It's making me think of my 1st grade teacher, Mrs. Goodman. And sometimes I had to stay a little bit late because my mom was doing things in the afternoon and she couldn't get there exactly when the bell rang. So I'd have to stay a little bit late that day. And it was a few days a week that I would have to do that. And Mrs. Goodman was really good at looking after me, taking care of me, making sure that I was all right. And I was in 1st grade, so I barely remember. And I ran into her as an adult, an instant recognition, instant knowing of who she was, instant her knowing of me, which is fabulous given that I was probably near my 20s and she was still teaching. That was amazing to me. So there's something about this sweetness of something you learned. You're saying hi to you moving so fast. Something about the sweetness that you learned, and this feels very much in grade school, probably before 3rd grade. Feels like there's a sweet teacher. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten the Mrs. Goodman reference. There's somebody that saw something that was great in you, that you did really, really well at that age, that you need to pick up that gift a little bit more. The Magician. What were you brewing and concocting and putting together? And then the Temperance card. I'm loving seeing these. I'm going to show you these. These are great. Okay, I'm gonna show you these here, and then I'm going to put it down. But, well, I'll just leave it up, actually, for these 2. We've got the Magician and the Temperance. This is modern, modern, modern. This is something how you know how to do this. This is what you were doing then that you know how to do now. This is you doing it now, modern woman style. Let me take a look at these now. She showed you how. The teacher showed you how. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting this. This is old school imagery that's coming through my mind, but this is what I'm getting. So bear with me. What I'm getting is this notion of baking brownies in an Easy Bake Oven. So the Easy Bake Oven was this toy that they made for kids. Why they made it for kids, I don't know. I'm sure they've adjusted it now. But basically, you plug it in the wall. You have this cheap, shitty brownie mix. You put it in your Easy Bake Oven under this light bulb, right? It's under the light bulb, and you're baking the brownie. And it's going to take a while to do. You learned how to do this baking the brownie, how this cooking and concocting and combining all of these elements in your Easy Bake Oven back then. That's what I'm getting. Now you know how to use the real oven. Now you really know how to cook. Now you know how to make brownies and maybe, I don't know, fancy pants chicken with, I don't know, some kind of fancy cashew walnut crusted chicken, blah, 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 whatever. You know how to do this really, really well. You're learning this temperance energy, this magic of creating and baking. It feels to me that there's something about temperature and timing. Yes, yes, temperature and timing. And I'm saying the Easy Bake Timer, and then like the egg timer, the old school egg timer that would ding before everything was digital, or before it was, you tell your devices, and I don't want to say it because mine will probably turn on, to set an alarm, but this is what we've got. Yeah, something about the timing on this. You've learned how to set the timer and the temperature a little bit better. You did it a little bit more moderately as a kid. You're learning to do that now. It's a healing elixir for you to remember those lessons. Remember what she taught you about timing, taking your time with a thing so you could get it how you needed to get it done. That's what's coming through on there. So there's something about the nostalgia and the timing, and not overcooking, overheating, or not pulling it out, if you're me, before the thing is done and getting so mad that it didn't cook after all and like it's never going to work, right? Yeah. No more rushing. Exactly. Exactly. No more rushing indeed. It says you're not rushing anymore. You used to be burned out all the time. Yeah. Slow it down. Slow it down is the great thing. All right. We're going to look at the next step. We got the Ace of Wands. So we're going to break it down and see what's coming through on this. So what's coming through? Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh. This one you could go through, and you would go through, like, you could go through a desert and find 15 trillion wands with flowers on them. You're going to find wands, inspiration here, there, everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. It's why you need to slow it down, sweetie. You're going to see inspiration and genius ideas everywhere. Your mind is wired to create genius ideas. Write them in a notebook, but you don't have to act on every single one. Not every idea is meant for you to act on. It might lead you to the next idea, or another idea that feels more significant for you to act on. But you have the genius, and this feels like you've got a whole forest of sticks in your hand, not just the one thing, and you need just the one thing, or to pare it down. Now let's see what else is going on. The new idea, the new inspiration, you'll always find a way to solve problems. Trust that. You just created a 10-week course in one day. Creativity very high right now. Yes, yes, yes. And if it's taking you off your focus, say that you've got this course that you've done it in a day, and that's your focus. If something, you have 15 other ideas here in the fry pan, let them be in the pipeline, but try and bring the focus in to what needs done next. So maybe you're done and you can put the 10-week course to bed. Whatever is the next project, or the supplemental, or the layer onto that course, you need to focus on this. These other ideas are great, and their time will come, or their season will come, or they will lead you to where it is that you need to go. They are helping you laser in on a thing. I'm getting something about the facets of a diamond, the way that we typically see a diamond represented and cut and shaped. In fact, I'm going to go to that deck. Hang on. This deck. So this deck, the back of it shows like the facet of the diamonds. It shows the light glinting off of it, right? It's not the diamond itself. The facets of the light, the inspired light, the inspiration of the light is not exactly the diamond itself. That's what I'm getting through. I want to look in this for a minute, and then we'll go back to the other. I'm not sure why. That was your biggest issue. Tried to launch too many projects all at once. Yeah. And it's not wasted energy, and it's wrong. It's not wrong to creatively explore these things. But laser it in, bring it in, focus it in. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me show you what we got here. Flip this down so you can see. You can see. 9 of Swords, this nightmare, too much worry, too much anxiety, too much being in your head. The Emperor, what do you need to put structure to? What do you need to rule? What do you need to have securely in place? It's not 9 things. It might only be 4 things. And what comes with it? Ace of Wands. Exact same card as this. Ace of Wands, Ace of Wands. So paring it down, scaling it down in order to create the structure so you have things set up on your terms. So you rule and reign over your empire. That's what's coming through here. Let's see what else. Let's see what the Neoteric has for you. Love it. Love it. Love it. We've got the King of Pentacles now instead of just the Knight. So something about sticking with your intuition that we saw over here. Sticking with your way of going, your pacing. Honoring what it is, that's sticking with your integrity, going forward. Then becomes the King. There is growth in this, even though you're going slower. Even though you want to go slow, you don't have to take everything with you. The going slow is hugely rewarding for you. The Fool brings a new start, a new birth of something brand new and exciting. It's not coming just yet, so don't worry about the flashy new ideas. It's coming. Let it percolate. Let it steep for a bit. But you are on this new adventure already, whether you know it or not. It feels like the new ideas that are coming, the new way, you're just walking the path a little bit differently than you used to walk it. You're going slower. Maybe you get off the horse and you become king and emperor after all. Queen of Cups coming through. This is maybe you slow the momentum is what I'm saying. Maybe it's okay to slow a certain aspect down so you can add another ingredient in. So you can check on what it is that is your formula. Queen of Cups. Reflecting on the past which didn't work. And this is usually to do with loves and lost loves. And we saw these cards before. This is feeling a little bit different. I'm going to show you these. You don't have to focus on them too long, right? This is something else you're reflecting on. And this is something where the dream is overflowing. There's something that's happening really good. And I love this one. I love this one. Look at this. She's got something extra in her cup here. She's got a little bit of extra that she's seeing, where sometimes we don't see this, or sometimes the lid is closed. For her, for this queen, there's something a little extra here, just for her. Again, I'm getting kid imagery coming through. This is the imagery of like when you make a root beer float when you're a kid. We talked about grade school stuff. We talked about Easy Bake Oven. Now we're talking about root beer floats. So you throw the ice cream in the cup and then you see all the float coming up and all the burbling. All of this. This is the fizzy goodness, wonderfulness. This is something where it is. Like the kid blowing the bubbles in the root beer float, you can hear that. You can see the bubbles get bigger and bigger. You can see the excitement in this cup. You can see the magic happening. This is something you're capable of. You're supposed to be doing. It's a great thing to be doing. So when you infuse air, knowledge, wisdom coming in. When you infuse it a little at a time, like the kid blowing the bubbles, you're not turbo blowing in there. You're blowing a little. If you blow too much, it overflows and makes a mess, right? But if you blow it just right, it makes these bubbly sounds in the root beer float, and it's perfect and it's sweet, and it gives the ice cream a chance to melt. It makes it smushy and wonderful and good. This is what's coming through. This is what's coming through for you. This is huge for you. And then when you've done this, you can hold this and show this as if to offer more of this for others. Feels like you have strong desire to lead, to teach, to share information. And it comes from a really, really good place. It doesn't come from a know-it-all energy. It comes from, you've been through your version of hell. You've had these struggles and these challenges, and you would like to make it easier for those that might be in the same situation to not have to go through as much pain as you did, or to help them along the way. It's really, really big heart. Yeah, you feel like you're meant to do all those things. You are meant to do all those things. You have a huge knowledge base. When you come from the sincere place, the simple place, it comes across really, really well. And I told you at the beginning of this, you're coming across as more approachable, easy to approach in such a beautiful way. I think you're understanding the value and the beauty of a teacher. And our favorite teachers, we don't feel like they know everything and we know nothing. No, we feel like they are trying to help us. They are assisting us or showing us new information and insight that they're excited about. And it helps us learn because we can't help but be excited to be there. I don't remember ever being after school with Mrs. Goodman and thinking, oh no. No, there was always something fun. She was genius. There was always something fun to be happening when I was there. And for whatever reason, in that year of my school, they had school like from 8:30 to 2:30 or 9:30 to 3. So they were trying something a little bit weird. And I think I was going from 8:30 to 3, something weird like that. So it wasn't a whole lot of extra time, but it was just enough. And it was very special and super, super great. I mean, here I am at 55, remembering when I was like 6 or 7 and how this one woman influenced what was going on. That's the kind of thing. You are creating a gem for people. It's not just one light or one facet of the diamond they're learning. You're teaching them that they are the diamond in the time when they don't even recognize that in themselves. That's what I've got. That feels very complete. You're more digestible now. Absolutely you are. Absolutely you are. Absolutely. Anything else that you need to know? We're going to go back into this deck for a minute. Okay, yeah. All right, that card wants to come through. Hang on. It's that one. It's the Three of Cups. Lift a glass and celebrate yourself. Find your tribe. Be where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. Everybody is lifting a glass to you right now. Well done, Jack. Well done. I love it for you. Your new tagline is every diamond comes from dirt. That's why. That's why we had to go in that. We had to go in. Yeah. Yeah. There's this old song. I don't know if it's Loretta Lynn that sang it. And it goes, I'm just an old chunk of coal, but I'm going to be a diamond someday. Yeah. It's an old school song. I think my mom would sing it sometimes around the house. But that's one. And then there was one that I went to, and it was a song. Somebody had done a CD, and I don't know who it was. I mean, it was a long time ago, and it was like an indie person. But it was You Are the Diamond was the name of the song. And it was beautiful. And so this is what's coming through for you. Yeah. Yeah, it is a beautiful, it is well done. Yeah. Steph's right. It is a beautiful way to end the reading, and definitely well done. Whatever you're doing on the right track and in a very beautiful way that's unfolding for you. So that's what I got for you, sweetie. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous energy in there. Yeah. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. And Steph, I saw what you did to Alta's hair, and it was so sparkly and cute. It was fabulous. It's been a long road, but so worth it. Yeah, yeah. You're welcome, Jack. You are so, so welcome. No problem. If you're not following her, go follow her, guys. Go follow her. She's on YouTube and on TikTok, so go see what she's got going on. What deck is this? What deck is this one? Mystic Monday? I think it's Mystic Monday. I think that's what it's called. So double check that. Kim says, Billy Joe Shaver saying I'm going to be a diamond someday. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. It was great having you over and meeting Tiger. Yeah, I guess there was an emergency. Tiger came over the other day for a sleepover, and he is so funny. And you have the Mystic deck? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, there's a few of them with Mystic in the title, and I think that one is called Mystic Mondays. It's fabulous. Oh, the first deck. This one is called the Neoteric, which is a way of saying modern, I think, woman. And it's from Y-Spell. You can get it on Amazon. And they also did the Wild Reflections, which is kind of like the Light Seers. So, yeah, you can get it on Amazon. And it's the Neoteric. And they have one of them that has, like, the keywords on them if you want the keywords. I have a few decks with keywords, a few decks not. Well, more decks not. But if you like the keywords or if you want one of each, they have both versions of it, which I think is kind of cool. So, anyway, that's what's going on. But yeah, Tiger came over the other day, and it was so fun to spend some time. And he wanted to show something about the Legos that he was building his car, but he left his iPad, so he couldn't do that. Then we watched some stuff that was like, it's like a Bill Nye type of thing, explaining and debunking thing, but it wasn't Bill Nye. And first deck that I just used, I think we covered that. Anyway, the Bill Nye thing was super fun. And then we went upstairs and we did some reading because his mom wanted him to do some reading. So we read this book and we were lost, and it had like short chapters for chapter book type of thing, but it was so much fun to read. And I didn't let him be on his phone or anything on that. It's like, if I'm going to bother reading and working my vocal cords, you got to listen, kid. And it was so much fun. It was a blast. Sometimes the old ways are super, super fun. So that was great. All right. I'm going to hold up my sign, show you the commercial real quick, and get some water for sure. Okay. That's what we got going on today. You guys know the drill. Gosh, it's already been an hour. How did that just fly by? So we'll see what we can do for a little while longer. This is the information. It's in the bio. It's the Feisty Butterfly on Cash App if you guys need to know. And let me get some water, and then we'll see what else is going on. Thank you, Jack. Thanks. It says I'm amazing. Thank you. I'll take that. Whoa, outside there's an amazing motorcycle of some sort. Yeah, it was an awesome time, Steph. It really was super fun. Guys, get a reading with her. She's always spot on. Okay, the list is clear. I thought we would go into the Life's Journeys deck, and I had it out here. And it's very beautiful. It's got kind of, the font's not as exciting as some, but the imagery, it's a very well-peopled deck. And it's called The Life's a Journey. And I have two of them, but let's see what we can do for the collective. Okay, this is what we got. Oh, hang on. Okay, so we're going down here and we're looking. So we have the Ace of Swords, and look, clarity, writing, new ideas coming through. Love seeing this. The Five of Pentacles, walking our own way, walking a path on our own. This one doesn't quite show it so cold, but we do show the sun going down on something. Really beautifully done. The Ace of Cups, new ideas, new inspiration. They have like the modern light bulb in there. The Seven of Wands. Now, this is the one we've seen as Sneaky Pete the Thief, but look at this one. Hiking the trail, but having regret or having a little bit of emotional connect still to what they've had to leave behind to get this far. Maybe they've had to leave others behind. Maybe they've had to go their own little path for whatever reason. And then the King of Wands. Now, this one's interesting. It shows two hikers at the top. It doesn't just show one. It shows all the fire and illumination coming through on the pyramids. So this is what I'm seeing. I want to raise this up so I can look at this a little bit more, so we can do this a little bit more as the collective. So this is the Life's a Journey deck, but I'm really being drawn to the sun energy of these pyramids. Let's see what's going on with this. All right. What I'm drawn to is when we're on the spiritual trail for ourselves and we're looking and we're questing, we're trying to figure things out. There's often times where people will promote the idea of pyramids as sacred space and where you can go to get downloads, where you can have meditation, where you can have this pyramid energy. You can create this structure. You've seen me do it time and again. You've seen me do it with light language where I'm drawing a pyramid or walking and rounding the pyramid. Going in, there's a door in the one that I go to. There's a door in there where you can go into the sacred cavern spaces and places within the pyramid to get settled, to get in your space, to do the work that is the sacred work. Surrounding this with the bubble of light, that's important. Again, very interesting, this Ace of Cups, this overwhelming spiritual gift, and surrounding it with this bubble of light, with the knowledge that's coming through. The knowledge that you can carry forward that might be different than someone else's. It's time to do so. Find your sacred place and space where you set this pyramid up. And this can be, not everybody's going to have a full-blown pyramid that's in their living room. I mean, I've seen some that are really cool that are like, okay, go on in there. I don't have a full-blown pyramid in my living room. I mean, come on. But you can have this space that comes with you, goes with you, transfers with you. Top half of Metatron's cube is something people need to know. Top half of the Merkaba, maybe? Think so. There's something that when we rise up to it and bring the pyramid down for us, it puts us in a place of neutrality, puts us in a place of huge spiritual growth, huge spiritual readiness to receive. This is a big deal. This is something we get to do now. We need to do it for the next 2 weeks, particularly if you're in the U.S., particularly because it's election time, without getting political, with getting very, very aware of what you need to bring to protect your own light, to share your own light, to love others, to lift others, to not have conflict or fear overtake a thing. Bring this pyramid energy down. Lift yourself up. Put yourself in the place of neutral. All right. What else? Well, okay. The Seven of Cups. This is a time of smoke and mirrors, of delusion and confusion. And in this one, the list. The word list is on here, and of course we're seeing Mo's Post-its in this. This is Seven of Cups. So many choices, so many ways we could play a situation. So many people that we love that may disagree with our viewpoint. There are options in how we handle this, or if we deal with them at all. There's people with different viewpoints that we might be able to share or express or enjoy a discourse or discussion with. There's people that are happy to be in whatever land they are and not wanting to hear another point of view. This is asking us to choose carefully what we do with our energy, what we do with our thoughts, and where we would share our point of view or not. This isn't coming from a place of needing to be right. This is encouraging us to be clear about what works for us, clear about what keeps us spiritually protected and grounded at the same time. All right, what else do we need to know? Ley lines are opening up. Powers are opening up. Powers that are not seen, powers of the unseen are going on right now. The pyramids around the earth, and I'm not just talking the Egyptian pyramids, different pyramids that have been built over the ages, through I'm getting the millennia, through the millennia. So through many ancient times to now, there is an activation going on. I know this sounds trippy. I don't care. There's an activation going on, and it's almost like the pyramids themselves are anchoring down energies, anchoring it down divine codes, holding light, holding space, holding a protective energy, holding part of the grid that needs to expand and the light that needs to expand. They're anchoring in the light. This is something that if we want to do more of, to anchor in the light for ourselves, to hold light, to hold space, this is something we can reference, whether we reference Machu Picchu or the pyramids of Giza or any other pyramid, or whether we have the pyramid shape that we go into for our own thinking. This is the place and space of time, how we anchor light codes. It comes here. It anchors down in 4 points. Get yourself grounded. Yes. Anchor down. There's some kind of activation going on for those that would seek it. Queen of Swords knows it. She knows it. She's calm, serene, totally knows it. She knows it. This Queen of Swords is looking out over the water. That's usually a very Queen of Cups thing to do. But look how quiet and still she is. She knows what's fair. She knows what's right. And she knows that she's got what she needs. She knows the truth. Queen of Swords knows that ace, knows that truth. That's what she's got. Anything else we need to know? The hike's been made. Part of this walking away from the old and the struggles of the old, the hike has been made at the top. There isn't just room for one to see this view, to see this vista, to be at the top. There is room for many to see this. When the King of Wands is operating in the right self, not the narcissistic ego self, but in the right way of leader. When the King of Wands comes in as actual leader, not narcissism. He comes in and he inspires others to come with him. He's not always best at the relationships, but he's good at inspiring, right? This one, the King of Wands, has inspired somebody else to come with him. This one is a woman and a man at the top, sharing the space, leading the divine feminine, encouraging the divine masculine to come through in a way that the truth is blatant, clear, sharp, focused. Now, the truth will be there. Everyone's not going to get it at the same time. Not everybody's going to have the light bulb go off at the same time. But when there is more love abounding and around, more illumination comes through. That is the clarity we need to remember and hold. Anything else? Keep calm and carry on, my dears. They will approach you. They will talk to you. Keep your fire lit. Keep your torch lit. Be very aware. Be confident and hold your power. Be very aware of the power that you have and where you spend your energy. Hold your power. Be approachable. Let them come to you. You don't have to go chasing the chickens, all right? They will come to you. That's what I've got. That feels very, very complete. And again, we've got the King and the Queen of Wands here. This inspiring kind of energy going forward. Very, very different than it's felt in the past. Very, very different. This pyramid energy that's bringing it in place, super, super different. We've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. This is love and this is truth, and this is what wins the day. This is what carries us forward. This is what becomes more amplified and more beautiful. That's what I've got. That's complete, guys. That's complete. I think I'm going to leave it there. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow, but I'll likely be on Monday is what I'm thinking, Monday around 11. But I think that's where I'll leave it. I think that's a perfect place to leave it right now. So that's what I've got going on. Unless you guys have any other questions, I think that that's kind of where I'm going to leave it. Okay. Let's see. Whoa. Oh, hey there, Jen. I accidentally hit the invite. I don't know how I did that. Go see Jen. Go see what she's doing. Oh my gosh. I can't even hear you yet. Oh my gosh, my phone, guys. I have never done this. Hi, honey. Hi.
I never say okay, but I'm like, okay. I haven't started my show as you say it, so I just got on.
I didn't even know what happened. All of a sudden, I had clicked invite, and I didn't even know who I invited. Hi, my friend. Hi.
I mean, I've done randos too, like accidentally, and I'm like, okay. I did one where like they were speaking a different language, and I'm like, this is awkward. I don't know what to do with this. So I was like, if Angie's calling me, I'm gonna come in and say hi. So
hi. I was just gonna get off. So go see Jen. I guess I shouldn't say that. I was just gonna get off of TikTok.
maybe there's a way of saying, hey, we should do a duel.
Maybe it is. Shoot me a text a little later. Oh my goodness, how funny. How funny. I'm just ending my show, but guys, go follow Jen. Go see what she's doing today. I've got to go get some lunch for sure.
Yeah, do the duel. Yeah, so everyone go follow Angie too. I love Angie.
All right, I'm going to get out of your space right now. All right. Love you guys. Take care. I got to go get some lunch. Bye, guys.